Hello and welcome to the weekly weather and horoscopes for the week of March 10th through 16th, 2025. My name is Jen Barish here at Astro College, and I am so happy to have you join me for all of the full moon and eclipse information. This is a big week, guys. March is really one of the biggest months of the year as far as change and transition. There is so much going on. We started out with Venus retrograde. We're going to have a Mercury retrograde. We're going to have Neptune changing signs into Aries. We've had lots of Aries energy coming at us with both Mercury and Venus. And this is a big month. And these eclipses, that is center stage this month. On the 14th, we have the lunar eclipse. It's a total lunar eclipse. And then it's at the end of the month on the 29th. We're going to have the solar eclipse. They come in pairs, and within these pairs we have exiting energy and entering energy. And so just like that, this first one on the 14th this week, on late Thursday night, actually Friday morning is when that's going to happen. But I'll get to that in a few minutes. If you stay tuned, you'll learn all about it. It's just, this is a pivotal week, a part of a pivotal month, beginning of big energy coming in. Some new cycles get started. You may not know or realize what this has to do with. You may need some time for reflection, but you will know soon enough, and it's going to come through to you. So first, before we get started, will you please go to the button that says subscribe and help me grow this channel. And then if you can like and make a little comment and let us know you watched today and any observations you have or any information that helped you, we would love to hear from you. I would like to have your feedback, please, and make this a community experience. And then I want to tell you about what's coming up. Speaking of community, it's important. We have 3 events happening this week at Astro College. The first is on Wednesday night. It's a free event. If you are interested in purchasing some astrology software, or if you have Solar Fire or Astro Gold already and you have questions about how to work some of it, what some of the features mean, we have Rhonda Buttry coming from Esoteric Technologies, which handles these 2 pieces of software, and she's going to talk about it and teach about it, and there will be time for Q&A. And so this is free. It's on the Astro College community. You go to astrocollege.com and you can join the community. Go to the top to the menu and join the community, and then you will get access to this for free. And then also for free this week on Thursday night, the 13th at 7 o'clock, I am hosting the full moon meetup, and this is where we're going to talk about the full moon. We are going to pull the chart of the moon. We're going to go over different aspects. We had a lot of fun with this last month as different astrologers popped on and everybody had something to say. We were all just debating different qualities of the moon, different relationships with the planets. This one has some Saturn influence. This one has some Venus and Mercury influence, and we're going to talk all about that on Thursday night so that you know what to expect and know how to prepare for this eclipse energy. And then on Friday, if you have ever wanted to learn how to elect an astrological date to get the best astrological timing, you won't want to miss this. This is an intro to elections hosted by Astro College teacher Elena Lumen. She is teaching us how to elect a good date and telling us all the basics, how you go about it. Now, that's a paid class. It's 8 o'clock on Friday night, but it's only $39. It's well worth it in order to have that information. I am planning to be there as a student myself. I want to learn. So I think, I'll see you there if you get a chance to come. But now let's get on to the astrology. So we begin this week in Leo, a Leo moon. The moon shifted on Sunday afternoon, and then all of a sudden we are feeling like going out. We are feeling like calling a friend. We're feeling like fixing our hair. We're doing all the things to be on center stage, to show up, to take up space, to be the clown, to have communication, conversation, really to be in the limelight a little bit. And you may notice that in your life some way on Monday. So sing your song, Leo, get loud, get attention, go out and play, have a little fun on Monday. You deserve it before this eclipse comes in. On Tuesday, we have Mercury and Venus are coming to hold hands in the sky in the sign of Aries. This is a meeting of Mercury, the mind, Venus, the heart, in Aries. So these two are working together. They are taking on something new, taking on a risk, taking on a leap of faith together. It's bold, it's bright, it's fresh new energy coming in. You're going to see how potential partnership can work, and maybe just within yourself, where your mind and your heart meet together and you are able to make a decision about a direction that you want to go. Things are in sync on Tuesday, in rhythm, and you're starting to see a new path forward. And I love that for you. I know that it has been so hectic already this year. Everybody needs to have a little bit of that vision strike and be able to see that new path forward. To help with that, on Wednesday, we have the sun coming to hold hands in the sky with Saturn. Now that is a new annual cycle coming about that triggers our like boundaries and rules and our organization, and like, are we taking care of stuff? Are we being grown up and responsible? It's asking us to bring in the most mature, the most adult response that we can to something. And just like we were on Tuesday thinking about how we saw the plan, we saw the path, this energy that's coming in on Wednesday and really through the rest of the week, this cycle around structure. So now you're building out that plan or project. You're fleshing it out. You're making it real. It's a commitment energy. You are planting the seeds to something. You're making a promise to someone or possibly to yourself, and you are playing for keeps when you're working with Saturn. So what can you envision? Write down all the steps to get there. Get yourself a vision board out. Help the dream to actually take root this week. So if you haven't done your vision boarding for the year, this is a good week to do that. It's all about planning, organizing, the steps you can take, gathering your resources. And in fact, that moon on Wednesday morning is going to shift into Virgo. Again, getting that, like, clean it out. Get organized, a cleansing process, a detox, so that we can actually put the plan in place. And Virgo will help us do that as well. So we'll see that Virgo moon also on Thursday, all about getting things done. You may be clearing out closets. You might be cleaning out flower beds. You might be getting your lawn ready for the spring season if it's warm where you are. We're all getting ready, and maybe a little anxious energy coming through on Thursday because the pressure is going to be on as we get into Friday, early Friday morning at 2:54 a.m., the big event, the full moon and total lunar eclipse. This is energy that is outgoing. So I've heard it described as like having a big zit and it gets popped, or a boil. So you have to have this like build up, something coming to a head, something that has pressure on it, and it's like something's got to give here, something's got to get released. Now, the good news is it'll feel better after. But on Thursday, it might not feel so good. So you may need to get physical. You may need to go for a walk. You might need to go for a run. You might need to sweep and mop your floors. You might need to clean out something, clean out the refrigerator, find activities to keep you busy. Maybe you're cleaning your desk. Maybe you're doing your taxes and getting that prepared for your accountant. That's what I'm going to be doing this week. But getting something cleared out, and that's part of the preparation for what is new to come. We have this Aries energy coming in. Things you can do during an eclipse. So there's lots of old wives' tales, folklore around if the light is going out, you want to keep a light on. You can light a candle, but this is going to happen while most of us are sleeping. So, it just may be you don't sleep very well that night, but if you get up, you might just leave the light on, or you might light a candle. Vibrational music like crystal bowls, or any of the like new age music that has the hertz behind it, all the megahertz, all the healing energies, that can be a good thing, because just like an instrument has to stay in tune. When our sun or our moon is eclipsed, it causes kind of a power outage, and it's good to get our body into tune with vibrational music. So you can look on YouTube and find some good ones that might be good for you during this period. Taking a bath is always good. Immersing in water is a good way to handle kind of the upset, nervousness, agitation during an eclipse. Of course, prayer and mantra, if you're in yoga, those can be good things you can do. And then very simply, just eating foods that are high in chi, that have bring us good life force, like raw vegetables, but more importantly, dates and figs, almonds, honey, that's a raw food, kelp, or like seeds, like sunflower seeds, walnuts, any kind of raw nuts or seeds, or raw foods can be good during eclipse time to help keep the energy. And you don't want to, by the way, overload yourself with food. In fact, you don't want that overly full feeling, because it might make you feel more sick as the energy is just unsettled. So it's kind of good to keep it light during eclipse day. So the 4 signs that are going to feel it most this eclipse is going to be, of course, Virgo, because the eclipse is in Virgo, but also opposite of that is Pisces will feel this eclipse. Sagittarius and Gemini will also be signs heavily affected. So I just say, friends, take care of yourself. Do what you need self-care wise. Don't book up your schedule. Keep it light on Thursday. Keep it light on Friday. Rest. Take a nap. Do what you need to do for self-care. That's going to be the very best way that you can weather this eclipse. And just, you just may feel kind of out of sorts and feel agitated and just like, yeah, I don't want to do anything. I need to hermit and like be by myself and, go take a walk. Find things to do to keep your hands busy. Even like a little game on your phone can keep you like mentally stimulated and not focused on the things that are kind of bugging you. It's an earth moon with this Virgo moon. Also, getting outside in nature can be really good. So taking a hike on Thursday or Friday on an earth moon are good work days. So getting your work done, doing cleaning, taking a drive, diving into a deep study. If you have online courses that you haven't finished, it can be a good day to work on that, or some type of learning project to keep your mind busy and occupied. These are good things you can do during the eclipse energy. And hang in there. It won't last forever. It'll start to ebb by Friday, and then we'll be on to the weekend. And we have a Libra moon this weekend, which is sweet and kind and balanced, or helping us to find our balance and equilibrium. I call it the sea legs moon, because we start to understand what we need to do to keep ourselves steady, right? And we like partnership during a Libra moon. It's a bicycle built for 2. It may be a good time to plan activities with your special people and do things with friends, anywhere where you have your special someone or a group of people together. Being social and communicative can be a good way to spend the weekend. You may just feel like all of a sudden you're ready to go out, and I would advise go do that, of course. So now on to the horoscopes. Aries, this week you are going to be emphasizing or thinking about your health, your daily routines, and your work habits. Something in all the little things you do every day is getting triggered. It's saying it needs to be changed. Something isn't supporting you the right way. Maybe it's a supplement you take, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I'm getting these headaches. It doesn't feel good. It's a moment to reassess your wellness practices and your day-to-day habits, streamlining your daily tasks, detox if you need to. Consider adopting healthier habits and organizing your workspace, things that will boost your productivity and your efficiency. Be mindful of overexertion or overstimulation. Balance is so key for you this week, Aries. So watch all the things that keep you healthy and all the little habits, and look at what needs to change there, and you'll know. Taurus, this week the focus shifts to creativity, romance, and self-expression. You may just feel the urge to really dive into some new kinds of music. So look into this vibrational work. Look into the gongs and the crystal bowls and all the sound healing. That could be a really nice way to support yourself this week. Or you're going to get a surge of inspiration or desire to pursue some type of art or poetry or writing. Or maybe you're the artist. You're ready to redecorate for for spring, or you're designing a new flower bed or a new garden bed. You're really getting ready for spring and all your plantings. So this week highlights also not just your creativity, but your romance, matters of the heart, your deep connections, your communication. So embrace all the activities that feel good, that bring you joy. This is a joyful week, Taurus. So whatever you do, I want you to focus on things that bring you joy and allowing your authentic self to just shine and come out and have fun and relax. Just like Ferdinand the Bull, you might just want to take some time to stop and smell the flowers. You might want to bake some cookies. You might just want to sit out and soak up the sun. And all of those are great ideas for you this week. Take care. Gemini, home and family comes into focus for you this week. So any looming or budding domestic matters, upsets, just discontent, you need to work to strengthen your family bonds, considering changes that need to be made to make things feel safer, more secure, stronger. Considering changes in that living situation, you want to create harmony, a secure home environment, and provide a solid foundation for yourself. So that's the question is what makes you feel more secure at home? What makes you feel more safe or makes you feel better in, your connections with your family? It could just be a conversation with your mom. You need to call mom. Maybe you need to negotiate something with your dad. Maybe it's you're the parent and you're talking to your grown-up kids and you say, we need to work this something out. So something is in a knot and needs to be worked out, and maybe some argument is coming to a head with that big old full moon, and you need to address it, and it's finally time to take the bull by the horns, Gemini. Cancer, this eclipse activates your communication, the way you learn, and your local community. There is some news in the work for you, maybe some good news. What are you learning? What is coming to a head? Where are you feeling frustrated? That is your clue, Cancer. You might find yourself engaging in a meaningful conversation with someone. Could be a neighbor, could be the postman, and you might be going on some new learning journey. It may be time to take a class. It may be time to go to the library and check out some books about something you wanted to learn about. Short trips, community involvement, both can offer fresh perspectives and opportunities for connection. So this is all about the way you communicate, all the things that you have to say, and paying attention to that news that's coming in for you. It's got some clues that tell you about how this eclipse is working on you and can work for you. Leo, attention this week turns to your finances and your personal values. It's a favorable time to evaluate your money, your bank account, your savings, your investments, and ensure what's happening there is growing the way that you hope that it is. You want to consider budgeting or possibly a new income stream. Side gigs are great. A creative project like that Etsy shop maybe you've been thinking about. You've been making little things that you want to sell. That's coming into focus and saying, Leo, just as always, it's your time to shine, and this eclipse is no different. It's triggering something that's going to help you financially. So I want you to reflect on what you truly value, and that's going to help guide this decision for some new flow of income to come to you. And it might not be right now, but you're setting up the seeds. That Saturn is helping you plant those seeds and say, this is what I need to do now for income to come in later. Virgo, this week is about how you feel about yourself, your personal identity, your self-image. All of that's being spotlighted. You may feel like you need to redefine yourself, or you don't like how you show up in the world. You need to present yourself differently. It's a time for a brand new you, Virgo. It's time to reassert yourself. It's you 2.0. This could be in relationships. It could be in your work life, your friend group. It's just the way people perceive you, the people around you. So it's a powerful time during this eclipse when you're feeling that pressure, like you need to self-reflect. You might need to initiate some changes, maybe not acting yet, just planning, okay? Embrace authenticity, let go of these outdated perceptions, quit judging yourself, and just say, you know what, I'm going to slowly implement these changes. A little something every day will add up to a big something later. Libra, this week, this eclipse is triggering your subconscious and your dream life. It is creating a need for some R&R, for some solitude, for some rest. And it is okay for you to hermit a minute, Libra. You are always on the move. You are always visiting and checking in and making sure everybody else is okay. This is the week to check in and say, am I okay? You might feel drawn to just take a break. You're really thinking about how something has played out and what your response, but you don't need to respond right now. You know, you're looking for balance. It encourages this time, this eclipse is encouraging releasing the past, releasing that judgment, releasing all the setup, like somehow you had to fix it all. You don't have to fix it all, Libra. We just need you to heal right now. We just need you to prioritize rest, spiritual rejuvenation, you know, in order for, you to put the oxygen mask on others, you have to put it on yourself first, Libra. So I want you to really work on taking care of you and all the self-care practices. Like on Monday, you might go get your nails done. As you move further into the week, it might be you're cleaning out the cupboards, but things that feel good and feel like you are really doing some good self-care. And it's okay to hermit. It's okay to be alone for a minute. You'll pick up the friend group on the weekend when the moon comes back into Libra. Scorpio, this week is about friendships and your aspirations. So I want you to think about hopes, wishes, and dreams. Okay, that's what's taking center stage. It might feel foreign to you, Scorpio. You don't really, you want to be a realist and not really get caught up in the dream and the vision, but something is nagging at you, Scorpio. It's like, just take a pause. Take a moment to think about, how do my relationships help me get closer to where I want to be in the future? It might be a time to network, to collaborate, some kind of way through your connections, propelling you into what your ambitions are, where you want to go in the future. So group activities can be good. They may lead to a fulfilling experience, a good conversation, a new opportunity. So you just need to get out there, Scorpio. I don't know exactly how it's going to manifest, but I would just encourage you to get out amongst the people and you'll see how things unfold, and it'll help you get a little bit closer to where you're headed. Sagittarius, this eclipse highlights your career and your public image. Professional matters come to the forefront, possibly a new opportunity, a chance for advancement at work, or maybe you get some recognition. I want you to reflect on your career trajectory, your long-term goals, making adjustments that align with those objectives, what you have planned for yourself for the future. And maybe this week you're actually doing some planning. With that Saturn reset, that Sun and Saturn holding hands in the sky, it's helping you to get it together, Sagittarius. Demonstrate leadership. Be the leader. Be a leader for yourself. Be dedicated to that thing that you want, and you are going to see results happen. But you might have to bear down, and you might have to focus for just a minute. And I know, Sag, you can get distracted. Out of your 55 things that you've got to do, I want you to pick 3, okay? Stay in that lane. Those 3 things, you can handle that much, and you just need to focus. Where do I see the vision for this project? Where do I see the vision for this project? Where do I see the vision for this other project? And that's going to help you to get the positive results that you want. Capricorn, this week the focus shifts to all the ways that you learn and teach things. Okay, you're either the student or you're the teacher, and so you are learning or you are teaching. There might be some higher education involved. There might be some travel involved. It's something about expanding your horizons. So you're going to feel like exploring, doing something new, trying something new, engaging in any activities that broaden your perspective. So I want you to think big-minded. That's going to be rewarding for you this week. Embrace any opportunities for personal or spiritual growth. Not normally your jam, but it's going to be presented in a practical way. Okay, with that Virgo moon coming through, you're going to be able to see how this could help you in the future. And it's good for you, Cap. So just watch where that comes through. Aquarius, this week, this moon, this eclipse season is about transformation, change, shared resources, and deep connections. All of these are being illuminated right now. It might be something to do with a partnership or shared resources. It might be you're doing your taxes. It might be you're considering counseling, because that's another way to do deep work. I want you to embrace change, being willing to confront your fears or things you don't want to deal with. That's the type of energy. Could be something like, yeah, those are the skeletons in the closet, I want to leave them there. No, this full moon is bringing it to a head. The skeletons have to come out and you have to count them. Okay, this is that kind of week. Confronting your fears can lead to profound change. Trust in the process and don't be afraid to change, Aquarius. It's going to be good for you in the long run. And then last but not least, Pisces, this is a week that has to do with partnerships and relationships. So existing relationships can see some kind of change, or there might be a new connection with someone. It's all about open communication and finding understanding. I want you to strive for balance and harmony, which you always do, which also might have something to do with some boundaries, Pisces, where you have to dedicate certain time for certain conversations. The goal is always deeper connections and deeper bonds. So I want you to embrace the energy of this eclipse, this lunar eclipse, to foster growth and alignment, Pisces, within your partnerships and your relationships, all the people you do partnerships with, and it's going to be really good for you. Okay, well, we made it through all 12 signs. We know we have a busy week. If you want more, be sure to come out on Thursday night at 7 p.m. astrocollege.com. You join the community. You'll find the Zoom link. We'll be on at 7, and I would love to talk more about this eclipse energy with you. And at the end, after we go over the chart, if you bring your birth information, I am happy to pull up your chart against the eclipse and show you what's coming in for you personally. So I hope you will join me. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you again next week. And until then, take care and do self-care and all those little Virgo things that can help you to get through the week so much better. So we'll see you next time next week. Have a good one. Bye, friends.